It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome into another edition of What's Burnin' right here on Lake TV, and we got a great show for you. Our maybe sports-related show would be the best way to put it, but first let's thank all of our sponsors. Bill Lacasse with SRG Financial Advisors, the good folks at our veterinary at the lake, Budget Blinds, and Ozarks Barge and Dock. We're going to talk to three wakeboarders who are headed to Georgia for competition. Their coach, Kirby Leesman, as well as Brody Spriggs and Connor Gatlin. Connor, by the way, is 8. Brody is 14, and they're going to be representing the Lake of the Ozarks here very, very soon. Also an opportunity to see the results of the Home Run Derby. Yes, we promised you results from Ballparks National, and we'll see how the Lake TV crew fared. I'll tell you, I didn't fare very well. Professor Jim Paisley is back on the program to talk about Afghanistan and the aftermath and what next. Plus, we'll also get to KB's Furry Friends, presented by our veterinary at the lake. Today, we'll take a look at the cute little kitty. His name is Emperor. It's all coming up on What's Burnin' here on Lake TV.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age. And with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozarks Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozarks Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozarks Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
Hey folks, it's great to have you back with us on What's Burnin' here on Lake TV on a beautiful day at the Lake of the Ozarks. And of course we've got that big body of water out there that we call the Lake of the Ozarks. And from time to time you see the big Go Fast boats, you see people out there water skiing, and you also see plenty of people wakeboarding here at the Lake of the Ozarks. We've had wakeboarding competitions that have come over the years. This is a great place to go wakeboarding. And for the local folks, they eat it up as well. Let me tell you who I've got with us here this afternoon. That's Kirby Leisman, who is actually the coach of these two gentlemen here, and he runs Kirby's School of Wake. We're talking with Brody Spriggs down there on the end. He's 14 years old. And Connor Gatlin, who's right there in the middle. He is 8 years old. Guys, it's great to have you all here. Thanks for being a part of the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Now, I understand you guys are going to be competing here very soon, and that's kind of what we're bringing you on for, because we want the people here at the Lake of the Ozarks to know that, hey, we've got 3 guys that are going down to Georgia and are going to be competing, and we want to get the people behind you, get everybody all fired up, so that when you go down there, you know, you've got a good vibe, some good karma from the Lake of the Ozarks headed down. Kirby, let's talk a little bit about the competition that you guys are going to be involved with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's going to be at Callaway Gardens, which is kind of a legendary water skiing facility, because it hosts like the Masters Championships every year, which is a very prestigious event. It's very exclusive. It's invitation only. So we're getting to ride at a venue that not very many people get to compete at, and to be on, you know, the world stage. Like all the best competitors in the world are going to come to this event, and we get to be a part of it, which is a huge blessing. Now,
you were a coach, but you've been wakeboarding for a lot of years. So tell us how long you've been involved in the sport. And I know a lot of people here at the Lake of the Ozarks know you, and you're known nationally as well.
Yeah, I've been competing since I was about Brody's age when I first started competing, but I started wakeboarding probably about the same age as when Connor started. So it's kind of neat to be sitting here with these guys who are kind of following in the same steps that I've taken, and, you know, being a professional wakeboarder is obviously the next thing on their bucket list, and for me to be able to kind of guide them up in the process of that is kind of a cool opportunity.
Sitting here with the future of wakeboarding.
That's right.
So as a coach, how do you put it into perspective for these guys to understand the potential that they possess? Because I've talked with both of them prior to the interview. Yeah. They've both been competing for a little while, and you know, that's huge, because just to go out and do it, to have fun, so many people do that, but to take it to the next level and really get into competition mode, that takes some focus, that takes some drive. And as a coach, how do you try to put them in that particular mindset? You
know, it's interesting with these two guys particularly. I've seen that potential in them from the very beginning. I mean, I met Brody when he was about 7 or 8 years old, and just started working with Connor here 2 or 3 years ago, and just like seeing the drive and the determination they have to learn new tricks and to keep getting better every time they hit the water, and the way they come out for almost all of our Kirby School of Wake day camps and clinics and things we do for, you know, kids that are wanting to get together and wakeboard with other kids and get instruction. I mean, they're at all of them, and every time they hit the water, they give it their all. So for me, just being able to kind of steward them in that, guide them in the tricks that they're learning, so they can do it safe as possible, as easily as possible, to achieve what they want to achieve without getting what we call broke off, where you take a hard slam. You know, because I always tell people, like, I went to Kirby School of Hard Knocks, where I really had to learn stuff the hard way, kind of rule of a process of elimination of what doesn't work. And for me to be able to kind of help course correct them and help them learn these higher difficulty tricks without having to suffer the pain that comes along with it has kind of guided them to a point where they're now ready to put their skills to the test in a contest setting and see how they do.
We've got Connor Gatlin here. He is 8 years old. And how did you get involved in wakeboarding? What was something that really made you think to yourself, hey, I'd love to do this?
Well, one day I saw Brody do it on the water, and it made me want to do it.
So he was kind of your inspiration a little bit. He was kind of the guy that kind of opened your eyes to wakeboarding. Do you enjoy it? Obviously you do if you're competing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you told me that you recently went to a competition and won an award there. Where was that at? Do you remember?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And tell us about the award.
Well, I got in 1st place.
Awesome.
And I really do not know.
Well, you know that you won 1st place, and that's important. So 1st place?
No, 1st.
4th.
I'm sorry. 4th place. What is it like working with Kirby as your coach? What are some of the things he teaches you? What have you learned from him so far?
Well, back scratcher, grab,
Mm-hmm.
and lots
These are
of
different
other
maneuvers,
tricks.
obviously, right?
Lots of other tricks.
Yeah. And you're going to be competing
180s.
down in Georgia.
And I'm looking how to do my 360 right now.
360. I guess that's all the way around, huh?
Yep.
And it's probably something that...
And I'm close to landing my back flip on the wakeboard.
Very good.
Yeah, back
Very
roll.
good. Back roll. How many days a week do you practice? How often do you have to practice? A couple of days a week? 3-4 days a week? Yeah, something like that. So you're always out doing it. So you're hanging out. Do you have a lot of friends that are involved in wakeboarding?
Mm-hmm.
Do you? And do they watch you and learn from you and want them? They want to learn some of the tricks from you?
I don't know.
Well, I know in all of our camps, he's a good assistant coach. He's kind of like telling them, hey, try this, try that, getting up on the back of the boat.
Very
good. He's a junior coach here.
Brody Spriggs is also with us. He's 14 years old.
Yeah.
Brody, down there, I was asking you earlier, I said, what is it about the young ladies? Do they like wakeboarders?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah. It draws them in.
Draws them in.
Yeah.
Very
Kid does
good.
flips.
Yeah.
I do
That's a good way to
flips.
start.
So how old were you when you got started?
5.
5 years old.
5.
And how long have you been working with Kirby?
Probably about 7 years.
7 years. Yeah. Where do you consider yourself in terms of wakeboarding? Do you do a lot of the things that Kirby was describing, some of the harder, some of the more difficult tricks, or where are you at in the game?
I think I kind of got past all like the easy flips and spins and stuff, and now it's time to
Easy flips.
Well, now it's time to get more into the more difficult stuff when you put the spins and flips together.
Right.
Which Kirby's helping me out with.
So you've been competing now, and you've taken it to the next level. How do you feel as far as competition? Is it tough? Is it something you like to do? Do you look forward to it?
I mean, like, I look forward to it, but it's also very nerve-wracking because the last competition I went to, I only compete against college kids. Mm-hmm. So I don't really have anybody my age that I compete against.
So you're going to be, as far as I understand it, competing in the junior men's category, which is what, 14 to 18?
Yeah.
That's 14 to 18. And so you don't really have much stiff competition. A lot of the kids are older than you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that I get some kids my age to compete against.
I would think so. I mean, wakeboarding's relatively popular and continues to gain popularity each and every year. What was it that got you involved? What was it that made you really want to pursue wakeboarding?
So one day, me and my mom were at the air show,
Right.
and Wake Effects was doing this deal where they were like showing off their wakeboards.
Uh-huh.
And my mom was like showing me the planes and stuff, and I was like, no, I want to look at the wakeboards. So I went over and looked at the wakeboards, and we got back to the lake and we went and bought one. And I got out there riding, and my dad's like, all right, just ride around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd ride, and then he'd make me fall and ride switch. He's like, well, I started taking some hard falls, and he's like, we need to get this dude with Kirby. And Kirby's like, oh man, this guy's a mess. I got to fix him up. So then that's how it got started.
Have you taken any real serious falls in your time wakeboarding? Has there been anything that's really kind of made you second guess why in the world am I doing this?
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday I took a really hard fall. Came around to, I was gonna go do a front side 360. Did not commit and tried to bring it back and hit my front edge and flew like 10 feet out of my bindings.
Wow.
And speaking a new language, right?
Yeah. Well, and every sport has its own language, has its own lingo that you have to learn. Yeah. Did you recover nicely from that? Were you a little sore? I mean.
Yeah, football practice was a bit hard after that.
I see. Oh, so you play football as well?
Yeah.
Where do you go to school at?
I go to school at Osage.
School at Osage.
And trying to be a 3-sport athlete this year and combine wakeboarding with that.
So you're going to do wakeboard, you're going to do football. What else are you going to do?
Basketball and track.
Basketball and track.
Yep.
Wow. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking some time to come in and talk with us here. I wish all of you very well. And you're going to be competing, Kirby, as well in this particular tournament. Tell us a little bit about your particular category and maybe some of the competition that exists out there.
Yeah, so I started competing, I guess the first time I went to the World Championships was back in like 2006, and I was in the division that Brody is going to be competing in. And then I moved up from there into the pro men division, which is like the highest level of competition. So I competed in that for quite a few years. The last time I competed in the World Championships was 2016, and I was in Toronto. So yeah, I haven't been back to the World Championships since then, but this year I'll be competing in the Masters division, which is like 30 to 40. So now I've got my own age group, kind of like these guys. And that's a lot of my friends that I've competed with throughout my years of competing. So we kind of get to have a bit of a wake reunion, but also kind of see what we're all still able to do and, challenge each other to keep getting better and, incorporating new tricks into our runs that, continue to challenge us.
Kirby Leesman, he is the coach of Connor Gatlin and Brody Spriggs. He has Kirby School of Wake. He's going to be competing in Georgia. Connor Gatlin, 8 years old. Congratulations ahead of time. I hope that you bring home some serious hardware. You're already doing great things. Brody Spriggs, congratulations ahead of time to you as well. Thanks to all three of you guys for coming in. Good luck. It's September the 16th through the 19th down there in Georgia, and we're so very happy to have some representatives from the Lake of the Ozarks. So one thing that I want you guys to do after you compete is to let us know how you did, and maybe we can have you back to talk about the competition.
That'd be great.
Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks to you as well for joining us right here on Lake TV with What's Burning.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Hey everyone, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. Just wanted to let you know, going on right now is our Labor Day sale. It's going to go on through the 12th. Not only are we giving you 25% off all of our Slumberland low price, we're also doing 48-month interest-free financing. Don't forget, we deliver the entire lake area and beyond. Your one-stop shop for every room in the house, Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new Community Spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight show on Lake TV.
Hey, it's What's Burning on Lake TV. KB here, and as you can see exactly where we're at, Ballparks National. We finally made it out here. My guest is Jeff Vernetti. Jeff, great to have you back with us, buddy.
Good to be back again, and good to have you here.
Well, you know, you kind of got in my playground last time. Now I get to come in your playground, and I will say this playground is very, very impressive.
Yeah, you ready to work out here? We'll put you through the motions a bit and see what these kids do every weekend.
I would like to do that. I would need probably at least 6 months to a year of stretching, possibly a yoga coach, hitting coach, and we'll have to go through. Maybe let's shoot for 2022.
We're going to do all that now, though. Will didn't tell you?
What?
That's right. We're going to do a little home run derby here. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
I know you're a big talker. We got to see if you're a big hitter.
See, I knew that was coming. Put your money where your mouth is, big boy, right? Before we get to the home run derby,
yeah.
Number one, Mom, if you're out there, it's been nice being your son.
He signed a waiver, everybody, don't worry.
Yeah, he signed a waiver. But they still, what you can't see behind us is the ambulance on standby with the EMS guys ready to come running if I keel over. First, let's talk about the facility, obviously. This is so beautiful. And, you know, you talk the talk, now we get to walk the walk, and we get a look around at Ballparks National. 5 fields, you got a great facility for folks if they want to grab a drink or a bite to eat. You've got batting cages. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's really a one-stop shop. You know, we really love partnering with a lot of the local people, but when they're here, we want them to have a good time and have restaurant quality food. We got a 2,500 square foot deck and bar, and the key thing though is the facility and the actual playing service. You know, you bring your team here from Iowa, and we have one of those Missouri rainy weekends. You don't want to go home without playing. So we've invested most of the money in the surface that you'll get a chance to hit on and take grounders on. It's top of the line drainage. This thing can actually take 4 inches of rain in an hour and be playable in 15 minutes.
Wow.
So the only thing that really would ever stop us and has stopped us is lightning. But almost 1,300 games this past year and only 10 games canceled because of lightning.
That's very impressive. And as you mentioned, people coming from Iowa, people coming from all of the United States to be a part of Ballparks National. And you guys are getting ready for 2022. You've already announced the schedule, and that's very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. You know, right now we're in the midst of our fall season, but we rolled out, beat a lot of people to market because people want to make the plans. And everybody knows how busy the lake was this year. We've got to get people booking those hotels. So we put it out early. We've got all of our weekend schedule and 4 week-long events, so they can actually play 5 days a week as opposed to just the weekend. So we're really excited, and that's all up on the website, ready for people to reserve.
You're very community-oriented, and you've had the folks come out for various gatherings and get-togethers and ribbon cuttings, and you're still going to do that. You're still very heavily involved in the community, and you love their support. As you can see along the back here, you've got a lot of businesses that are local that are supporting what you're doing, but at the same time, you still want the folks to come out.
Well, yeah, all of our main partners, the folks at Old Kinderhook, and Jason Jones is so great with his March to Breast Cancer Awareness and Cancer Awareness. He raises a lot of money. We feel like we've got to get behind that. And there's so many people. Scott's Concrete is a huge supporter. We put up tons of billboards for Dogwood Animal Shelter and all the great charities at the lake. Look, we want people to come here and have fun, but we also want a lot of that money to go back into the community. And the staff is all local. We're excited to be local. Max Creek High School plays here. We're having a huge softball jamboree with Camdenton and Osage with a bunch of teams coming in. So it's not just little kids coming in from out of the area. It's important for locals as well.
Yeah. What was it like when you were designing this facility? You mentioned the turf and how quickly after a serious amount of rain you can get back out here and play other than the lightning. But that whole process, sitting down and developing this facility to make it look as great and as useful as possible.
Yeah, I'll give the credit to the engineers with how they made this work. The funny thing is the hill behind us, that's actually where the land started, and it went on a diagonal all the way back to the clubhouse. So they moved 260,000 cubic yards of dirt to make this facility the way it is. But all 5 fields sit at different elevations because we want you, when you're on field 1 or field 2, to feel like you're on your own little stadium. But yeah, this people in the area remember there used to be a big horse arena over there. We would be standing in woods, and a pond was right over there. We didn't find a flat ground. We found Ozark flat. So we had to do the best we could with that. But what we wanted to do too is capture some of the beauty of the area. For those that haven't been here, we've got 40 acres of woods that you drive through to get here, because a lot of people don't know the Ozarks other than the lake itself or the TV show. We want them to see how pretty it is to live here year round, and especially when it turns fall with all of these trees surrounding us. We have about 200 acres around us that we own. It's just exciting and it's fun for people to see. The backdrop is great.
All right. So we're here to get down to a little business.
Yeah, let's see. You know, I know that you're modest, but that Will on your, I don't know what he's thinking.
He likes talking.
He wants to challenge us.
He'll dig us a hole before it's all over.
Here's the problem. Cubs fan. That's that. Now we got to the root of it. He's a Cubs fan.
He's a Cubs fan?
Yeah, I know.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're going to have a home run derby.
Yeah.
Jeff is going to participate. I'm going to participate. And we've got a couple of more participants.
Yeah, Keith Lucas from my staff.
Can you swing
marketing.
over here and get these two? They look...
They're trying to limber up here.
Limber up.
We're going down, baby. You guys are going down.
And they're loose.
Marketing Director Keith Lucas, and of course the one and only Will Holtz from Lake TV. That's the most stretching he's done in an entire year right there.
This is what they're doing. This is stretching. They might have one muscle in their whole body to pull, so we'll see how it goes.
I might have already done that just coming out here doing the interview. All right, what are we going to do? How are we going to set this up?
Let's everybody gets 20 swings.
Okay.
Most home runs you get. If it's a ball, don't swing at it. Yeah, I'll throw. Yeah. 20 swings. Foul ball, fair ball, doesn't matter. Most home runs out of 20 swings.
Do I get a few complimentary swings?
If you want to warm up, I'll let you warm up.
Not like that. I mean, just you can.
Oh, well, I'll spot you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since you get 20 swings, the rest of us get 90 swings, and then we multiply our home run total by 10, and we may have a shot.
And what is the damage when this is all said and done? Have we come to any kind of a conclusion to who hits the most home runs?
10 laps around the field.
Oh Lord.
I don't want people dying.
I'm swinging a bat.
I'll take
I
dinner
get 20 swings, and then if I lose, I got to run 10 laps around the field.
I'll take dinner at Baxter's.
Hey, you guys in the ambulance, go ahead and come on over now.
Oh no! Oh no, baby! Woo!
You were sandbagging us, buddy.
I'm a slasher.
That's 7.
Oh, that's got a shot!
Oh boy.
It's gone, baby. That's out of here.
Oh,
that's
he got
2.
it!
10. That's 10 swings. 10 swings, 2 homers.
Terrible. Hope I saw that one. Is it bad that I'm tired already?
There you go. Hustle up there, Will.
5 more.
There you go, buddy. Hot dog.
That might be, could be. Hey,
oh, it's just over.
Woo!
3 home runs and 20 shots there. There you go, boy. That's out of here. Gone.
Liner. Woo!
2 more.
That guy's strong. That's gone too. Holy crap! Never
What
got
is that,
high
5?
off the ground.
5. Here, let me do this into my mic. The crowd goes wild.
All right, we better turn on the heat. Stay back.
What do you want, Jeff, to
Don't
turn on the heat or
lunge.
throw a bigger ball? Stop trying to make me look good. There you go. There you go.
Foul ball!
There you are.
Too high.
Hey, I'm trying to encourage him.
Yes.
There you go, buddy. There you are. That's all it took. Yeah!
Will the thrill. Yeah, why am I swinging at that?
There you go. There you go. Beauty, eh?
That's a way. That's a bomb.
Oh, man.
That came in the line.
We'll give it to him.
Yeah, thanks.
We're not giving you that one.
No. Hello. Last one's gonna be a goodie. He gave her a good go. He should have hung it up years ago.
What do you get, 2?
2! 2.
All right.
Like 1.5. The second might have been questionable. Should have stuck to what Will does best. Eating competitions, you know, fashion shows, things of my nature.
So what do you really think, KB, huh? What do you think KB can get?
I'll be happy if he gets a couple. I'd like to see him hit a couple. It feels good when you hit one. You know.
I'm gonna go, KB's gonna hit 6.
Should have swung at that one. Damn. Get me chasing them all over the place. Should have swung at that one either. I could have caught that one.
I think you got 2 more.
I hope that's all I got.
All right, 3 more.
There we go. Poke. Get.
Hit the cameraman.
Oh, nice shot.
0 for 20. Hey, at least you don't have to go far to pick up the balls. How about that?
Get.
There's one.
Yeah, baby.
Nope.
There we go.
Whammy!
That's the sweet spot right there. Ooh. I wouldn't try to catch that one. Oh. There it was.
That's gone.
There you go.
That
was close.
Stay fair.
Back. It's gone.
Oh! Swing and a miss.
Can I come down now? Well, Jeff Vernetti, it looks like the best man won. We lost count of your home run, so I didn't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's not important.
You were the home run derby winner.
Today, yes.
Today.
Yes, that's correct.
Marketing director.
But you were the real winner. You got some exercise.
Let's not go into that. Marketing director Keith Lucas coming in second.
Yep.
With a very manageable 5 home runs. Will Holtz from Lake TV, 2 home runs. And my home runless streak remains intact. That's right, it's 0.
And we didn't even need our scoreboards today.
Exactly, but I got this cool shirt, and I'm sure you can get one too if you come out here to Ballparks National to check out all the great things that they've got going on. Jeff Vernetti, I guess it's time for us to rally the troops, get in there, have a nice cold beer.
That's right.
And relax for a little while, tell a few stories. Everything is on tape, so I can't make any of this up. It's not like, hey, I went fishing in the lake and I caught one this big. No, not at all. But thank you, my friend. I appreciate you having us out today.
Anytime.
And to the public, all of you watching Lake TV, wherever you may be, if you live at the lake, if you come to the lake, you got to get over here and see this facility. Very impressive. And as you mentioned, the turf is just immaculate and a great surface to play on. And if your ball club wants to get involved, get a hold of these folks, how can they do that?
Yep, ballparksnational.com. Our fall season is underway. Our week-longs and next year's weekend tournaments are all there for registration. ballparksnational.com.
I've got to go get an IV, talk to the folks in the ambulance, and then we'll be back with more What's Burning on Lake TV. Thank you.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivery to your new home, or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Hey, thanks for joining us here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV. Thanks to all our great sponsors, Bill DeCassi at SRG Financial Advisors, Kerry Mawson and the crew at Budget Blinds, Ozark Barge and Dock, and of course our veterinarian at the lake. And we'll hear from them a little bit later on in the hour when we head out to Ozarks Cat and Canine for KB's furry friend. Yes, indeed. Here's a good friend of mine. I very rarely see him on occasion. I hope that never happens. Professor Jim Paisley, as we like to have the good professor in once a month to talk history. And, of course, the elephant in the room at this point, Jim, is Afghanistan.
Absolutely. And, boy, is there a lot to talk about. In particular, what now? What happens now? You know, and that's the big issue. And I thought maybe we'd talk a little bit about that, because history can give us some answers.
I think that we can look back, and obviously we watched the situation when the Soviets were in Afghanistan and they left, and then what happened in the interim, and then the United States coming in and being a part of that as well. But there are a lot of other aspects of this that we need to look at.
Absolutely, you know, and you're exactly right. You know, the Soviets were there for 10 years, and then we go in there and you know, for another 20 years and can't seem to fix this. And, you know, we walked away, and I think most people agree that it was good, it was time to get out of there, but it was how we did it. The bigger question is now that we're out, what happens? And if you look back in history, there's a lot of parallels between where we're at today and where we were right after the Great Depression. And in the Great Depression, what had happened was we'd just come out of World War I, where we had literally millions of people killed in that war. We had sent 2.5 million men and women off to fight in that war, and in our expeditionary force and the number of people that were involved. And what was interesting is that when we got done, people were saying, enough, we don't want to be involved in another worldwide conflict, any more foreign wars. Plus, the Depression hits, and people are hurting big time economically. So there's a parallel here. We've just pulled out of a war. Our economy is in the dumps because of COVID and all the issues happening. Mm-hmm. And so the parallels are staggering. Now, what we saw happen and we've seen happen time and again is every time after we've been involved in a major conflict, the United States has been notorious for pulling our military down to almost nothing. We did it right after the American Revolution. The very first thing we did at the end of the American Revolution is Congress met, and the first act they passed was to do away with the Continental Army. Big reason why was we were concerned. We just fought a king with an army, and we didn't want to have one that could threaten us again. Well, at the end of World War I, we did the same thing. We pulled down. And to give you an idea how big this was, like I say, in 1918, we had an army with 2.5 million people in it. By 1923, we had pulled that Army down to 133,000 people. So from 2.5 million to 133,000. Now, one of the interesting things that happened here is that Congress passed a new law, if you will. It was called the National Defense Act of 1920. And when they did that, what it did is it gave the president a lot of input on what the military should be. And what he did, it was Warren Harding, he pulled the military down to where we basically just had an officer corps, and then they created the National Guard for people that they could pull up. And then, of course, we always had the draft we could call back on. Well, that was a huge issue in that our military strength was at a bare minimum at the very same time that people like Adolf Hitler and Mussolini in Italy and Francisco Franco in Spain, and then you had China coming on the world stage. What happened was all of those people who were potential enemies were looking at us and saying, well, they're weak and they don't have a stomach. Hitler said the United States doesn't have a stomach for war anymore, so they expanded. And this became a huge problem, and there is our concern today.
Exactly.
You look at Russia, you look at China, you look at the issues with Taiwan, North Korea, the Ukraine, Israel for that matter. It becomes a huge concern if the rest of the world is looking at us as not having a stomach to use our military, especially if we now pull the military down and take that money. What they said, we spent $2 trillion. Well, these guys in Congress right now are thinking, well, there's $2 trillion that we can put on our new infrastructure program, on global warming or whatever.
Sure.
You know, and so, you know, I think the rest of the world's watching to see how we do that. And it's interesting, even just this morning, KB, Tony Blair, the former Prime Minister of the UK, was on the air and he said that the Allies are anxious. That was an interesting word. And he said our opponents, our enemies worldwide, believe that our time is over. In other words, the Western powers. So yeah, it's a fascinating time, and I think we need to keep our eye on the ball as where we head next.
Hasn't that always been a concern over the years throughout history? Muslim domination being a concern, especially during things like the Crusades. Certainly any other time prior to or after that particular portion of history. But there's always been some concerns about the Muslim uprising. And certainly now with what's happened in Afghanistan and what is potentially maybe going to happen here in the United States with all of the refugees coming over. Do we know about these people? Are they vetted? But back to the military, back to your original point, and that is you pull the military down and then what do you do? And that has always been a huge problem, is having enough funding for defense in this country. And it seems like every time they go to develop a new budget, that defense spending is one of those very controversial issues.
It's a big chunk of our budget, and one of the big problems that they ran into in this period between the two world wars is they said, okay, we've covered what we're going to do as far as keeping our officer corps and being able to pull up troops again if we need to. That in itself was kind of iffy in that it's going to take us a while to train an army to get back in the field. Bear in mind, it was 2 years before we entered into World War II. A lot of people don't realize that. For 2 years, World War II was raging. And it wasn't until the Japanese hit us at Pearl Harbor that we finally said, okay, Congress said we need to get involved in this thing. But what was interesting is the interim period between the wars, even though we had tried to address what do we do as far as our personnel in order to build a military, the bigger issue was what are we going to do as far as the technology? Because World War I, the technology was beyond anybody's comprehension. The generals were fighting that war like the Civil War, where you lined up opposite each other on a field of battle and you shot at each other till one team won. Well, not in World War I. Now all of a sudden there's belt-fed machine guns, there's huge artillery pieces, they had planes that they could use for reconnaissance. So the technology changed. Unfortunately for us, as we were spending our money on things like the WPA and the CCC, which were government public works programs to put people back to work, Hitler and Mussolini and the rest of them were building their militaries. Hitler is building a huge air force under Hermann Goering, who was a World War I flying ace. He was building up his military as well, his officers, his tanks, the Panzer tanks that he had, his Air Force, the German Luftwaffe.
All things he wasn't supposed to be doing in the first place, but he thumbed his nose at the rest of the world and did it anyway.
And there you hit the key word there was appeasement. What happened is that people said, we don't want to be involved in a war. And so what happened is, as Hitler was taking steps to expand, we saw that nobody would do anything. They saw it. Mussolini saw that and invaded North Africa to get the oil. China's sitting there watching all this happen, and they saw that, here's Japan just across the strait from them, and Japan decides, well, shoot, let's take northern China. We always wanted that, so they went in and took the northern part of China called Manchuria, and the Chinese are like, wait, isn't anybody going to help us? And everybody, no. Francisco Franco, he goes into Spain and overthrows the king there. And again, it was one of those situations where we stood off to the side. Now, bear in mind, the king, he is sitting there pushing socialism, the king of Spain, and Franco is pushing fascism. He wants to be a dictator. So you have socialism fighting fascism. And everybody said, aren't you going to do anything? And we're kind of of the attitude, let them all go at it. We don't care about either one of them.
Yeah, we'll be there to pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
So do we assume a more isolationist type of approach in the future, worrying more about ourselves and less about being the world's police force? Where do you see this ending up here, let's say, in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, and therein lies a question. There are a lot of people that are proponents of becoming isolationists. Unfortunately, what we see now is that in the 21st century, I think the next war maybe very well be fought on the internet. It'll be a cyber war.
We're already getting a good taste of that.
Yeah.
People can shut people down without having to drop any bombs or fire any bullets.
Exactly, and you also have, so there's the technology piece of it is going to be huge.
Right on.
It may not be fought with nukes and tanks and planes. It might very well just be fought with, a room full of hackers coming after you. So, again, the technology investment needs to be there. I think that what we need to do is, who was it? Reagan said, peace through strength. That's what we need to be focused on, is maintaining our position of power in the world as a threat deterrent more than anything else.
Yeah.
And I think that's what needs to be done, but there's a lot of people out there right now that feel that isolationism is the way to go.
Well.
And from an economic standpoint, it's another issue.
And that's another thing that we can discuss in future episodes. But certainly, we've got the strength. Don't make us flex our muscle. Jim, Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Professor Jim Paisley, don't forget to check him out online, truehistoryprofessor.com, and look for him on Key Radio at the Lake of the Ozarks as well. We'll take a break, back with more coming up on What's Burnin'.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Hey, Jess. Yeah, Nicole. What do you need? Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront. And a brand new kitchen. I'm headed out there after I type this email. I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
At SRG Financial, we reduce the uncertainty on your journey to financial independence. Our foundational approach revolves around two things: what matters most to our clients and the things that we can control. The things that matter most often revolve around family, occupation, and recreation. The things we can control are a panoramic approach to financial planning, a strategy that stays fluid and dynamic like your life, and a proprietary process, the mile marker formula. If you want to reduce the uncertainty on your journey, contact us today.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age. And with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
Back here at Ozarks Cat and Canine as a part of What's Burnin' on Lake TV, presented by our good friends at our veterinary at the lake. It is KB's Furry Friends, and I just wanted to say thank you for all of the great feedback we receive on the various animals that we feature here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. Mary Meowmy Tilly is with us again, and who do we have with us today, Mary?
Today we have a big boy here named Emperor.
Oh, he's beautiful.
He is about 2 years old.
And Emperor could obviously use a good home, but man, he's a lover. He certainly is. And let's talk a little bit about him.
Okay. Well, him and his family were found living underneath a house in Barnett, and they were trapped and brought into us. We've had him for about 3 weeks now, and unfortunately, Emperor's wife didn't do so well in the kennel, so we basically TNR'd her, trap, neuter, release. She got spayed and went back outside. But we have Emperor and his son Humboldt, who is about 6 months old.
Who names the animals around here?
Well, I happen to name these guys. They all came in. It was a family of tuxedos, so I gave them penguin names.
Very good, very good. Well, he certainly is a beautiful, beautiful guy, and he would definitely love a good home. And of course, to do that, all the folks have to do is come in, take a look around. They could call, they can go online. If folks do go online, where do they have to go to find an application?
Our website is ozarkscatandcanine.com, and there's a link to our application now right on the home page.
Right.
They don't even have to look for it anymore.
Sounds like we've got a full house back there, and that's another thing we'll do. We feature every other week. We feature a kitty, and then every other week we feature a canine, and we'll check out a canine here while we're at Ozarks Cat and Canine as well. But I got to tell you, these animals just need some love. It's all they really want is a little loving, a good home, and you can provide that to them. And we talk about this from time to time as well. You've got the thrift store up the hill, and the donations from the thrift shop go to, of course, running this facility.
Yes, they do. So if you can't volunteer your time, you can definitely help us out by either donating items to the thrift store or volunteering at the thrift store. They're always needing people to help sort items, put things out on the racks and the shelves. And our thrift store funds about 70% of our operation down here.
Wow, wow. And that's how important the thrift store really is, folks. So if you have items, feel free to bring them by, drop them off. But here's something to keep in mind. If you wouldn't want it yourself, they probably don't want it at the thrift store either. Not to say people bring in junk or anything, but just kind of a friendly reminder there. We've got Emperor here, and Emperor is, he's I wouldn't say necessarily a handful, but when he wants to do his thing, he wants to do his thing, and that's just how it rolls. But a very loving cat, and again, a beautiful cat right here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. Come by, check him out, take a look around the facility, stop in up at the thrift store while you're here, and just make it a fun family day here at Ozarks Cat and Canine. They've got plenty of dogs and cats that could use a good home. I want to thank our veterinarian at the lake, and we'll get you right back into What's Burning here on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com. A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offers routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. With multiple convenient locations, our veterinary is the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Most people don't know which direction they're heading when it comes to retirement, whether they're still on the journey or already there. At SRG Financial, we have a process, the mile marker formula, that helps you pursue your work optional lifestyle so you can focus on what's most important to you, like your family or checking off those bucket list items. Start taking the first step toward finding your work optional lifestyle. Call us today at 573-302-7212.
Hey, thanks for joining us here on What's Burnin' on Lake TV. Always appreciate the support. Great support of our sponsors, SRG Financial Advisors, the good folks at Budget Blinds, our veterinary at the lake, and Ozark Barge and Dock. Next week, looking to talk to the golf coach from the Versailles High School, Kyle Nowalski, about some fundraising they've got going on. Chief Gary Launderville, the chief of the Lake Ozark PD, about a huge donation from Springfield Armory. We'll also have the opportunity to take a look back at the 9/11 festivities, Patriots Day in the Laurie Sunrise Beach area, and on top of it all, another one of KB's furry friends. We appreciate you taking the time to watch and join in 7 a.m., 5 p.m., 11 p.m. with a new show every Thursday right here on Lake TV. Make sure you're checking out some of the other great features, Community Spotlight, the Lake TV Game of the Week, and all of the great features, including Cup of Coffee and so much more right here on Lake TV. God bless, and we'll see you next week with a brand new program on Lake TV.